Supreme is the complete director of all stages of universal functions. Just by will, anything can be achieved, but still, the Absolute is fervent in assuming unthinkably colorful and distinct forms and performing adventures. To rescue the planet Earth from the demonic force, Hiranyaksha, who tilted its land surface and thus made it to submerge under the ocean and also pushed it away from the orbit, Sri Vishnu took the form of a wild boar, which lifted and hosted Earth on its unihorn, placing it in the right angle where land and water could have exclusive domains and survival of respective species could also be enabled. Earth was placed back, to continue its functions in its own axis and orbit. So, Sri Varaha form is the vital force traceable in the preamble of the constitution of earthly life and beings. All other arrivals were secondary, as settlement of the abode and residences forms the foundation for flourishing of life, after which other avatars of the Supreme arrived for correction, elevation and liberation purposes. Sri Varaha is visualized in many ways, as per the viewer's own limited expectations, exposures and experiences, as common caliber is too small to accommodate the magnitude of universal force. Varaha is worshipped as Lord of Ores, Minerals, Fossil Fuels and Gems, God of Soil, Agriculture and Forest Wealth, bestower of properties like house, land and estates, promoter of real estate business, deliverer of huge hidden treasures and rescuer of missed fortunes and properties, source of grace for administrative posts, election success, rulership and war victories, regaining lost kingdoms and power, and retaining of sovereignty. Being the owner, consort and custodian of earth, all measures and values in ancient period were counted only with Varaha units, like 100 Varaha weight of turmeric and 1,000 Varahas of gold. All other property holders, including rulers, are just lessees, who have taken the part for lease. Sri Varaha is the lesser and even all temple spaces are taken for rent by the respective deities. It is evident in Tirumala that Lord Balaji got the place and then the name only through a lease agreement with the Kshetranatha Sri Varaha Swami. Gravity, electromagnetic force or cosmic energies are mentioned in scientific sites, as source for Earth's placement, grip, stability and functions. On the other hand, tradition gives a list of guarding and holding agents of Earth, such as Ashtadik Gajas, 8 elephants in 8 directions, Korma, the divine tortoise, the 1,000-headed serpent, Adisesha and force or wheel of righteousness, Dharma Chakra. These are all facts, but the truth is that all these agents and their functions are vivified and fructified by the horn of Sri Varaha, who is holding the earth with love and also holding all the above-mentioned holders with grace. Thus, Big Bang domination in the formation of the world is overruled by Big Bohr theory of Earth's settlement and life initiation. We name days, months, year, century and millennium in the name of their corresponding god forces or eminent luminaries like Saturday, Kshetra month and Sri Ramanuja millennium. Even though Sri Varaha is beyond the clutches of time and is the conductor of time clock, he is also ruling a mega fraction of the infinite time cycle, Kalpa Eon, which is equal to 4.32 billion years. Matsya Purana and Vayu Purana give a list of 30 and 33 kalpas respectively. Current kalpa is named as Sveta Varaha Kalpa and so specifically special. Vedic seers praise Varaha as the seed and fruit of all Vedic rituals and Tamil seers, Alwars, endorse him as the paragon of wisdom, Nanapuran. Hamsa, Hayagriva and Varaha are all specially branded as wisdom channels. Accepting equality and omnipotence of all divine forms, learned, conclude that based on the desire and perception of realized enjoyers, qualities and specialties are manifested and boosted in the Supreme. Transparent ventures such as rescuing Vedas and initiating Brahma by Hamsa and Hayagriva respectively display the magnified version of wisdom source, dimension of concerned forms. In absence of such conspicuous evidences in Varaha narratives, Alwar's certification as Lord of Wisdom, Nanapuran, highlights a super-special experiential dimension of Varaha as a source of unique transcendental wisdom, differentiating the same from other forms of wisdom and their sources. This can be realized only by linking Mayarvara Mathinalam mentioned by Sri Namalwar in the beginning of Thiruvaimoli and endorsement of Varaha as Nanapuran at the end, which concludes that the wisdom of Alwars and the entire Tamil Vedas are nothing but Varaha Anugraha. In the mature spiritual sense, Varaha is the final form and as life-giver and father of all denizens, as earth is the mother, every second of our life should be filled with remembrance, love, gratitude and service to his lotus feet. Temples, in our tradition, mainly mark the appearance of the deity and dissemination of energy. Infrastructure, installation and celebrations are secondary. History and archaeology bother about only the age and other peripherals of the temple and pitiably rely upon all secondary and tertiary sources, forms and structures, inscriptions and literatures and ruins and residues. Irrespective of validating records, the place from which the lifter and holder of the earth manifested should be and is the first temple on earth. As per popular Puranic versions, Varaha Kshetra is in Nepal, Varaha Kshetra. Traditions, Kshetra Purana and Acharyas endorse Sri Mushnam as the abode of appearance of Sri Varaha. Both are true because avatars happen in every kalpa and in these cyclic reappearances, minor variations such as change of place, events and order, are common. Sri Mushnam and Varaha Kshetra may be center of origin of Varaha in two different kalpas. Still, super-energization tools or salient features of a glorious temple, such as systematic worship, rituals, festivals, endorsement and appreciation, agama, aradhana, anushtana, utsava, acharyangikara, bhagavadabhimana are prominent in Sri Mushnam. Lord is immersed in Vedic chantings, Tamil Vedic recitations and in the bounteous treat of Vaishnava Agama Pancharatra is practiced and hence charged and more liberally generous. Varaha Kshetra is visit, prayer and meditation worthy, whereas Sri Mushnam is enjoyment and service worthy. Sri Mushnam, the fort of universal ruler and commander, verily needs proper attention and glorification. A real devotee should aim at contributing for the temple rather than receiving benefits. Even a selfish devotee should understand that his receptivity and temple's sanctity are significant factors that consummate his temple deal and spare no effort to enrich them. We are satisfied with interim, fragmental and consolation, benefits and also mistake, incentives and advance grace, given by God in expectation of future transformation and service, for appreciation grants. These rules and duties are applicable to all other shrines also. Let us all keep our senses open to immerse ourselves in the grace of Nanapuran and look for opportunities to serve the lordships. Jai Shri Varaha.